My name is Michael Reynolds. I'm 76 years old. 40 years ago, I started a software company in my garage. By 2008, we went public, $200 million valuation. I was on the cover of Forbes, industry leader. Success story. But I'm sitting here today in this empty house, and my daughter hasn't spoken to me in 12 years. I see young people now, 20-somethings, 30-somethings, starting companies, grinding, hustling, same fire in their eyes I had. And I want to grab them by the shoulders and say, slow down. You think you know what success looks like. You don't. This isn't a story about business. It's about what I lost while building that business. And if you're climbing that same ladder right now, you need to hear this before you get to the top and realize you climbed the wrong building. It was 1984. I was 28 years old, just got married to Caroline. She was a teacher. I was a programmer at IBM. We had Emma in 1986, beautiful little girl, looked just like her mother. I remember holding her in the hospital, 2 days old. I made her a promise. I said, Daddy's going to build something great for you. You'll never have to worry about money. I meant it, every word. 6 months later, I quit IBM. Started Reynolds Systems in our garage. Caroline supported me. She believed in me. Those first years were brutal. 16-hour days, 7 days a week. Caroline would bring Emma down to the garage while I coded. Emma would play with her toys while I worked. I told myself, just until we get funding, just until we launch, just until we're profitable. The goalposts kept moving. We got our first major contract in 1990, enterprise software for banks. Finally, real money. Emma was 4 years old, starting preschool. Caroline planned this whole thing for Emma's first day. New backpack, special breakfast. She wanted me to walk Emma to school with them. I had a client meeting that morning. Big one, could triple our revenue. I told Caroline, I'll make it up to her. I promise, next week. You know what I remember about that day? The look on Caroline's face, not angry, just resigned. Like she already knew how this was going to play out. Emma was fine, of course. Kids are resilient. She went to school, had a great day. Didn't even notice I wasn't there. That's what I told myself anyway. By 1995, we had 40 employees. I was traveling constantly. Boston, San Francisco, London. Emma was 9. She had this thing where she'd perform these little plays, make up stories, use her stuffed animals as characters. She'd set up the living room like a theater. Caroline would call me, Emma's doing a show tonight. Can you make it home by 6? And I'd say yes. I'd fully intend to make it. Then something would come up. An investor call, a product issue, a client emergency. I'd call Caroline at 7. I'm so sorry, I'm stuck. Tell Emma I love her. I'll watch the next one. There was always going to be a next one. Until there wasn't. Emma stopped doing the shows when she was 11, just stopped. Caroline said she asked Emma why, and Emma said, what's the point? Dad's never there anyway. Caroline told me that. I said, she understands, right? She knows I'm doing this for us, for her future. Caroline didn't answer. just looked at me with those tired eyes. In 1998, we raised $20 million in Series B funding. I was on cloud nine. Finally, validation. Emma was 12, middle school. That awkward age where kids need their parents more than ever, even though they act like they don't. I missed her middle school graduation. I was in Tokyo meeting with investors. Caroline sent me photos. Emma in her dress, looking beautiful, looking at the camera with this forced smile. I called her that night. "Hey, sweetie, Dad's so proud of you. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. But guess what? We just closed a huge deal. I'm going to take you shopping when I get back. Anything you want." She said, "Okay, Dad, thanks." Quiet, flat, no emotion. I thought, she's just being a moody teenager. I didn't understand that I was teaching her a lesson I didn't mean to teach. I was teaching her that she wasn't the priority. Emma's high school years are a blur to me, not because they happened fast, but because I wasn't present for most of them. I know she played soccer, made varsity. I think I saw 2 of her games in 4 years. I know she was in the debate team, won some competitions. I never saw one. I know she had a boyfriend junior year, some kid named Tyler. I met him once in passing. Caroline knew everything. Caroline was there for everything. Parent-teacher conferences, games, award ceremonies, the hard conversations. I'd come home at 10 p.m. and Emma would be in her room. I'd knock. "Hey, sweetie, how was your day?" "Fine." "Anything exciting happen?" "Nope." "Okay, love you, good night." That was our relationship. 3-word conversations through a closed door. But the company was thriving. We were growing 30% year over year. On track to go public. I thought, she'll understand when she's older. She'll be proud of what I built. We went public in March 2008. I was 52 years old, worth $90 million on paper. Emma was 21, junior in college. I called her to tell her the news. "Emma, we did it. We're public. This is everything I've been working toward." She said, "That's great, Dad. Congratulations." No excitement, no joy. Just polite acknowledgement. Like I was a distant relative she barely knew. I flew her out to New York for the opening bell. Thought it would be this amazing moment we'd share, father and daughter, the culmination of everything. She came, stood next to me for the photos, smiled for the cameras. Afterward, we had lunch, just the 2 of us, fancy restaurant. I was talking about the company, the future, the possibilities. She wasn't really listening, just nodding, checking her phone. Finally, I said, "Emma, what's wrong? This is a big day." She looked at me, really looked at me, and she said, "Dad, who is this for?" I didn't understand the question. "What do you mean?" "You said you were building this for us, for me, but I never asked for this. I never needed this. Emma, you have opportunities now. You can do anything. No student loans, no financial stress. I would have traded all of it to have you at my soccer games." That hit me like a truck, but I didn't know what to say. So I said what I always said. I was building your future. She just shook her head. No, Dad, you were building your future, and it didn't include me. 3 months later, Caroline asked for a divorce. 22 years of marriage over. She wasn't angry, wasn't emotional. She was just done. She said, Michael, I've been a single mother for 20 years. I'm tired. I want to be with someone who's actually present. I tried to fight it, tried to promise I'd change. The company was stable now. I could step back. She said, It's too late. Emma's grown. I'm 52 years old. I don't want to spend what's left of my life waiting for you to show up. The divorce was finalized in 2009. I kept the company. She got the house and half the assets. Fair trade, right? Except I lost everything that actually mattered. Emma graduated college in 2010. I flew out for it, sat in the audience, watched her walk across that stage. She saw me after, gave me a hug, polite, distant. I said, I'm so proud of you. What's next? I got a job in Portland, marketing position. Portland? That's far. Why Portland? She smiled. Sad smile. Because it's far, Dad. That's when I finally understood. She wasn't mad at me. She was done with me. I had become optional in her life because I had always treated her as optional in mine. Emma got married in 2016. I wasn't invited to walk her down the aisle. Caroline's brother did it. Uncle James, the guy who showed up to her soccer games, who helped her move into college. Who was there? I was invited to the wedding, sat in the back, watched my daughter marry a man I'd met twice. At the reception, I tried to talk to her. Emma, I know I wasn't the father you deserved, but I'm here now. I want to be part of your life. She said, Dad, I appreciate that, but I don't know you, and you don't know me. We're basically strangers who happen to share DNA. That's not true. Okay. What's my favorite book? What do I do for fun? What am I afraid of? What makes me happy? I couldn't answer, not one question. She nodded. That's what I thought. Emma has 2 kids now, 6 and 3, boy and girl. I've met them twice, both times at Caroline's house. Awkward visits where the kids didn't know what to call me. Is that Grandpa Mike? The 6-year-old asked Emma. She corrected him. Mr. Reynolds. That's what I am to my grandchildren, Mr. Reynolds, a stranger who shows up sometimes with expensive gifts and no connection. Caroline remarried in 2012. Nice guy named David. He's at every family gathering. The kids call him Grandpa Dave. He's in their lives. I'm not. You want to know the moment I finally understood? Last year, Thanksgiving. I was sitting alone in my condo, ordered Chinese food, watched football. I saw Caroline's Instagram. She posted a photo. Emma and her family, David, Caroline's parents, all of them around the table, smiling. Happy. The caption said, grateful for family. I wasn't in the picture because I'm not family. Not really. I built a $200 million company. I have money. I have respect in my industry. I have awards and recognition. But I eat Thanksgiving dinner alone. I sold my stake in the company 3 years ago. Walked away with more money than I could spend in 10 lifetimes. You know what I'd trade it all for? One more soccer game, one more school play, one more dinner where Emma actually wanted to talk to me. I can't get that back. No amount of money can buy those years. I thought I was providing. I thought I was being a good father by securing her future. But here's what I learned too late. The kids don't need a rich father. They need a present father. They don't need college paid for. They need someone who shows up. They don't need opportunities. They need attention. If you're watching this and you're grinding right now, building something, chasing success, working 80 hours a week, if you have kids and you're telling yourself, they'll understand, I'm doing this for them, stop. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you, for your ego, for your ambition. And that's okay. Own it. But don't lie to yourself or to them, because here's what's going to happen if you keep going. You're going to look up one day and your kids will be grown, and they won't need you anymore because they learned how to live without you. And you'll have all the success in the world, and it won't mean anything. I know what you're thinking, but I can't just stop working. I have bills. I have responsibilities. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm telling you to be there. Leave work at 6. Go to the damn soccer game. Put your phone down at dinner. Ask questions and actually listen to the answers. Because the work will always be there. The deals will always be there. The opportunities will always be there. But your kids won't. I'm 76 years old. I live alone. I have more money than I need and no one to share it with. My daughter is 40. She has a beautiful life. And I'm not in it. That's the cost of my success. Don't make my mistake. Don't trade the people who love you for people who admire you. Because admiration fades. But love you have to earn every single day. And once it's gone, you can't buy it back.